All right.
Hello.
Here we are. First episode.
Oh, yeah.
First take.
Okay, don't break the new chairs.
I like the chairs.
It's pretty comfortable. I could live with them.
First. What the was that?
I don't know. We're not going through puberty anymore, so.
Well, I don't know what that was. I'm Royce. This is my twin, Ricky.
Ricky. I'm Ricky.
Yeah, you're Ricky.
Okay, yeah. We are barely twins, but yes, we are twins.
Welcome to Twin Chat. If the sign wasn't clear, we're twins and we'll just be chatting. Do I know what we're going to be chatting about? Not a clue. I hope we'll just find our groove as we go.
That was the most awkward head shake I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know. How do you shake your head? But yeah, welcome to our podcast, Twin Chat.
The sign's not even on.
No. Thank you for bringing that up, Ricky. That's a good point. I guess we can turn on the light. Ka-chow! And cue the intro. Wow.
Wow, it was a good intro. How'd you even make that? Like,
I don't know. With magic and my
buns of steel.
and my my buns of steel, yeah. I am a 3D artist, so I guess that has something to do with it.
You draw stuff?
No, I don't draw stuff. I can't draw to save my life.
So what's a 3D artist? Explain for the people.
A 3D artist is an artist that
nobody cares.
Isn't 2D. That's hurtful. It's really hurtful. Take it back.
I can't. It's on record.
I made it myself. All by myself with no help whatsoever.
So how are we starting this off?
I have no clue. Not a single one. No itinerary. So are we just not going to talk about how we almost became baby daddies this weekend?
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, that did just happen.
Bro, we literally almost went home parents. How is that?
Okay.
How are we not going to talk about that?
I wouldn't go that far.
We almost went home with a baby. Sort of, kind of.
There was a child in our possession for a few moments.
If those parents hadn't have claimed that baby would be here right now.
No, it would be in the police custody. It sounds like we're kidnapping a child now. I think we should just tell the story.
Yeah. We were at Universal.
When?
During the day.
Okay.
We were walking along, strutting our stuff, doing our thing. We look up, and there's a stroller barreling towards us at fairly high speeds.
Yeah.
And the stroller is not empty. Inside of the stroller is a baby. And behind the stroller is no one. There's no parent in sight. It's just a runaway stroller with a baby coming straight towards us, again, at fairly high speeds. Nothing was stopping this stroller because we were on a bridge and the stroller was on the down tick of the bridge. So there was nothing stopping it.
There were like other like people like looking at it and
yeah.
not like doing anything, just like watching it fly by.
Yeah, everyone was just staring at it, but it was coming right towards us. And the baby inside seemed like it was having a ball.
It was chilling.
It was chilling. I think it just thought it was part of the whole Universal ride experience.
So yeah, we were just stopped it.
Yeah, you stopped it.
Looked around and like, whose baby is this?
Yeah, we were looking around for like a good, I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute,
yeah.
maybe even two. Like,
yeah, I don't know. So we eventually kept walking and we saw this very confused looking family. They looked like they were looking for something.
Yeah, we returned the baby. I just hope they didn't think that we were trying to steal the baby, because we weren't trying to steal the baby.
No. They looked very relieved.
Yeah, they were very relieved. I don't think it occurred to them, like it registered that the baby had, just naturally
scooted away. And it's funny too, because they were right next to the Hulk roller coaster.
Yeah.
So they were probably just like taking pictures of it, which boggles my mind. You just
taking pictures.
Ignore your baby.
Just taking pictures of roller coasters.
To take pictures of roller coasters, yeah. I mean, it's just like
taking pictures of
roller
roller coasters.
The safety of your baby. And then taking
Yeah.
pictures of roller coasters.
Yep. I don't know. I just saw that baby coming towards us, and I was like, is this a sign from the universe?
Oh my God. No. It's either that baby goes back to its family or we call the police.
The funny thing is, though, when we returned the baby, they thanked us profusely, obviously, but then after, like, they just kind of looked at us and
Like try to make small talk.
yeah, they tried to make small talk, and then looked at me, then looked at you, then back at me, then back to you, and they were like, "Are you guys twins?"
Yeah.
And we're obviously, yeah, we are. So we said that we were, but it's crazy how often that happens to us. But even like now, even today, like people still can't really tell us apart when they first meet us, or like even just 2 weeks ago, we were at Animal Kingdom and we were at the popcorn stand. The lady running the stand,
I remember the story. Yeah.
yeah, the lady running the stand. We went up separately. I went up first, got my popcorn, left, and then a few minutes later, you came up and asked for popcorn, and the lady was like, "Didn't you just come up here and get popcorn?" Like,
it wasn't a few minutes. It was like right after you.
the point was she thought like I was the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more than you think. Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like literally, even this morning when we went to First Watch, we were at brunch. We paid for our food at the front, and as we were walking away, the waitress turned to us and was like, "Oh my God, are you guys twins? You guys have the same face."
Yeah, that happens a
And
lot.
it happens more often than we think. But
We can't go out in public without receiving looks or comments or anything
Yeah.
about how much we look alike, which
Yeah.
is crazy because we don't even look that much alike.
we really do not look that much alike
I think
anymore.
at best we look like brothers. Like
Yeah,
there's-
we definitely do look like brothers for sure. But twins,
yeah, no,
yeah,
we looked more alike when we were younger. Like when I show pictures to Selena. Selena's my girlfriend. Of us, even just like in high school, like
Yeah.
that's not that far
no,
in the past. Like she still can't tell us apart. Like she'll hesitate a little bit when I ask her which one I am.
yeah.
And she just she can't.
She's not.
It's funny.
She's not confident in her decision.
Yeah, she's
That's one of like the most like annoying things I think about being a twin. Like when we looked more alike, oftentimes this happened a lot more often when we were younger. People will like see us. They would see us, and they would literally just like say, "Can you stand next to your brother?"
oh my god, yeah.
And they would look at us like we were like in an exhibit in the zoo, and they would just stare left to right,
Like
left to right,
Yeah, trying to spot differences.
trying to spot the differences. Like, oh, your hair is a bit longer.
You're
You're wearing a
little-
watch. You're not.
Yeah. You're wearing a little. You're a little bit taller.
Yeah,
Your nose is pointed the other way.
yeah. Just like things. It's like I don't like. Why are you staring at me like this?
Yeah,
It's just
so
a little. Yeah, that hasn't happened to us in a while. People are a bit more courteous now that we're older. I guess when you're younger, people think like it's
No.
more
Yeah.
silly goosey. I don't know. But yeah, that hasn't happened in a while. But man, we got stories. We got stories about us being twins. Things that have happened because we are twins.
We got some juicy stories. Yeah. Do you want to start or what?
What-
I don't know what you're thinking of.
I got a juicy story. I don't know. I think we're thinking of the same story.
I was thinking of the one we were in college with your ex.
Oh yeah, let's do that one. That's the one I was.
Why are you not thinking of? Are you thinking of a different? one?
No, I was thinking of another one, but
Okay.
yeah, that's a good one to start with.
Okay. I think this was our 21st birthday.
22nd birthday.
Okay.
22nd birthday. We were in college. We threw a house party.
Yeah. And you were dating. Let's call her Sarah.
Sure.
For the we can't name drop anybody.
Yeah.
And I was single at the time. I remember sitting on the floor. We were all sitting on the floor. You were in the living room.
I was playing beer pong.
Yeah, yeah. You were not in the scene. And Sarah was very drunk. I was more sober, like because I remember everything about that night. She just started becoming very flirty with me. Like touchy, flirty, like
She touched. Just say it as it is. She touched you inappropriately.
she touched me very inappropriately in front of everybody. Like everybody witnessed it. Like it was super embarrassing, and I had to push her off of me. And I was like, "What are you doing? Like you realize I'm not Royce, right?" And she's like, "Wait, what?" This entire time.
Yeah, dude,
She
I
thought
don't.
I was you.
Our relationship didn't last very long after that.
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 weeks. But yeah, I was in the living room just playing beer pong, and I look over, and my girlfriend is touching my brother, touching Ricky, and I was just like, "Hold up, what's happening right now?" Even still, like my friends bring it up to me like all the time. Like it's just one of those like crazy stories that like happened because we're twins.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That was
Yeah.
a night to forget.
I remember it. Oh yeah.
That's just. I mean, that's just one story, man. We got
that was once. Yeah.
we got stories for days.
And that was a bad story. Like I would call that a disadvantage of being a twin. That's not like a story that's like
Yeah. There's a lot of like cool like things about being a twin. Like in high school, dude, like we pulled off some crazy.
yeah, high school was pretty fun. Yeah.
We would switch classes.
Yeah.
Our friends would know, but the teachers wouldn't. Like if there was a class I didn't feel like going to, you would go. We would, switch backpacks. Like our MO in high school was I was always wearing a green backpack. You would always wear a red backpack. And sometimes that's how people would identify us in the halls. Like,
yeah, so we would just like switch backpacks.
yeah,
and
so
just
I would
mess
wear
with people.
Yeah, I'd take your red backpack, you'd take my green backpack, and then
Yeah.
make people feel bad for getting our names wrong.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's kind of like what we do in flag football right now. Like,
Yeah.
flag football will will wear the same jersey number. We have the same last name, so our name is the same on our back. And people have a hard time like telling us apart. So from a strategic standpoint, it kind of works out in our favor. They're like,
Yeah.
cover number 6, cover Marnell, and they're like,
But which one? They're both wearing 6.
like people won't know what to call us. We'll just like call us by our last name or twin 1 and twin 2.
Yeah.
Fun fact, finger in the air moment. Being a twin, this is so stupid. It's like a little thing. So like Royce's phone with Face ID, it's locked, right? So like to get in, I can just it works. Like Face ID works.
Face ID works for
And then
us.
on my phone, I also have my phone locked with a Face ID.
Yeah.
And he can get in on my phone as well.
Which I have done before.
Fun fact.
I don't think I should tell them what I've seen on your phone.
Pictures of my cats. All of that. Just rated PG-13.
Part of being a twin is losing a little bit of your individuality. Like just like a microcosm of it. It's like such a small thing. Like we're going to sound so spoiled. Last year, me and you got our own birthday cakes for the very first time. Until last year, for 25 years, we have always shared the same birthday cake.
I'm like, why wouldn't we have the same birthday? Same age, like.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. Like it's practical. Like it's cheaper. Me and you aren't finishing a whole cake
by
ourselves.
Yeah. Last year, for whatever reason, my girlfriend got us each our own cake. It's not even something that was like said. I guess she just figured that's was how it was done. And I don't think we realized it was like that
important to us. Like it's not even important to me. Like up until then, like I never really thought about it. I felt so seen.
Yeah.
Like when she did that, like I was like, wow, it says happy birthday Royce instead of happy birthday Royce and Ricky.
Yeah.
And again, I really don't care. Like if our birthday is in a couple weeks, if we only get one cake, that's totally fine by me. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, it's totally fine that we went our entire childhood with only one cake. I really do not care. Like it's a small thing. Like I never really like thought about it up until she got us 2 cakes.
Yeah, you're right. She set the bar.
She set the bar. So any future girlfriend that I have will have to get us 2 cakes.
Yep. She set the standard. She set the bar. You set the bar. She set the bar. She's behind the camera. Selena's behind the camera. But yeah, to that point, it's like I feel like we share a lot of things. Birthday cake was just like one thing, but like just in general, we share a lot of things. And like,
yeah,
I feel like whenever I have to share with you now, especially, it's like kind of hard. It's like, I want my own, like remember during COVID, what happened?
Oh, yeah.
No, that's another story.
You almost murdered me. You actually almost killed me dead during COVID. I'm not joking. You actually almost killed me.
Okay. So going back to sharing things, during COVID, we were in very tight quarters.
Yeah.
for an extended period of time.
For a year.
And we were pushing each other's buttons. Like, there's no way around it. Like, we were pissing each other off.
Grinded my gears, man.
Yeah. And I remember you touched something of mine that I told you not to touch, and you just did it anyways. I think it was one like my tool set. I really don't remember.
So I went into your stuff. You didn't like that. That set the tone for the day. You were mad at me. I was mad at you. Fast forward later in the day, we were literally just going up the stairs in our home. Yeah. You tripped.
I tripped up the stairs.
You tripped up the stairs.
And I stubbed my toe and it hurt like.
You were clearly in agony. And for whatever reason, I just started laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing. And that triggered something in you. I saw a switch just go off. All of a sudden, you were just mad. You went up. You stood up immediately. And you just charged me. You threw a punch to my face. Multiple. And then he just took me down, and it was scary, man. I didn't like. All I saw was the black abyss of your eyes. Like there was nothing in there.
Okay, you're going into detail. This is a sibling fight. It's a very normal thing. You've done the same to me. Like,
no, but this one was like dialed to 11. Like this was. So, anyways, I didn't know you were going for murder. Didn't know you were trying to kill me. So you put me in a headlock. I left the neck open, and yeah, you just started squeezing. The light was fading. And I just called out for help, and just a general call out for help for no one in particular.
If you were talking, if you were screaming, if you were calling out for help, I was not going that hard.
It's called adrenaline. You could still be choking.
You can't. No, if there was truly no air, you could not. You would not be able to.
It was like help. Like it was clearly like okay. I felt myself like passing out. Like
oh my god.
Like the adrenaline was there, but I was fading. And mom came rushing up the stairs. First thing she saw was...
Did you die? How does the story end?
Yeah, bro, I died. I'm just fucking aberration to you now.
I knew it.
Yeah, so mom came rushing up the stairs. She's like, oh my God, what's going on?
And this is not the first fight our mother has walked in on.
Not by a long shot. Both of our parents, mom and dad, they've seen some shit. But yeah, first thing she sees when she comes up the stairs is just me on bottom, you on top, just you choking me out.
So she comes in, I stand up, I let go of you, and then you decide to sucker punch me. I remember. You broke my glasses. I had to get new glasses.
Yeah, you let go. Yep. I sucker punched too. It was a cheap shot for sure. I'll admit that.
And it's funny because growing up, this was like just always a point of emphasis. Like, don't touch Ricky's stuff without asking. Like, yeah. And so when we told our mom like why we were fighting, immediately she took my side. Oh, yeah. Even though she saw me like choking you out. I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah, I was always the worst of us, I think. Mom always like knew. Like if it was a he said, she said moment, they would always go to you. They would always side with you. Nowadays, like I think it's pretty much a level playing field. I've grown.
It's just a side note. I don't know if I can say it. Whatever. So our parents, there's four of us. Me and Royce have two sisters. We have a younger sister and an older sister. Yeah. And our parents, they joke, but it's actually true. They have a power ranking system for all of us. So every so often, yeah, they rank us on a scale of like, well, not on a scale, just 1 to 4.
Yeah. And just to be clear, it's not like a favoritism thing. It is literally just a ladder of success, like based on how successful we are in our lives.
We don't know the algorithm. It's just...
Yeah, there's no algorithm. It's just whatever my dad's feeling.
It's how are they doing monetarily? How are they liking their job? How are
their relationships? Are they happy in whatever relationship they're in? Currently not in one, but that's I guess, something
that drops you in the power ranking.
That does drop. But no, Randy, our sister, I think...
Our younger sister.
Our younger sister, I think, put an end to that. I think she thought it was very favoritism. But yeah, dad hasn't said anything to me about it for a while.
Keep it going, parents. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was number one for a very long time.
Yeah, as long as I'm not last, I'm cool with it.
I'm still fairly comfortable that I'm still number one, even without being in a relationship.
My motivation for getting up in the morning. Where am I in the power rankings?
Exactly. Like if I slip, if I'm no longer number one, I don't want it. Nah.
Anyways, I think that was a good first episode.
Yeah, I think that was a good first episode.
And this is just scratching the surface. Yeah. There's so much more to talk about. Like,
yeah, we got stories, man. We really do. We got a lot of stories. And like, also this podcast won't be just us telling funny stories. Like, I think they're funny. You might not think they're funny, but
I don't think they're funny.
I'm planning on having us do like a whole bunch of fun, like, I don't know, trivia episodes and us playing games. And
Sounds like fun.
yeah, we'll be telling fun stories along the way. But I don't know. We're just going to be playing it by ear, seeing what we enjoy doing. We'll figure it out. I don't know, man.
Figure it out.
We'll have some fun with it. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Twin Chat holds for us.
Is that what this is called?
Yeah. The sign says Twin Chat. So
Can I keep the sign?
yes, we're going to be storing it at your house. So I guess by default, you could keep the sign.
Okay, thank you. Why can't we do Twin Talk? Like the alliteration going.
TT, I like it. It was taken. I don't know. Someone on the internet has Twin Talk. So if whoever took Twin Talk, good name. You chose well.
I love me a good alliteration for sure. Twin Talk.
Twin Talk. That definitely is better. Oh, well. If you guys have hung around this long to listen to what we have to say.
I know Royce is very ugly and his voice is just not that great to listen to.
Yeah, it really is. It's almost like he doesn't have the exact same one.
It's like I'll call you ugly sometimes and everybody will remind me that we look the same.
I can't do it. Your mom jokes don't work.
Yeah, your mom's, yeah.
But yeah, if you stuck around this long, thank you. And we'll catch you on the next episode. I think we're going to try to do this every Sunday and maybe release them on Tuesdays. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It may be on a ad hoc play by ear basis.
Don't set expectations.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, we're just warming up. I'll see how we feel. This might be the only episode. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling.
Yeah. All right. Cue the outro music. I don't think we're actually going to do the outro music. I think we'll just cut to black.